A Dunedin author has been recognised in this year's New Zealand Post Book Awards for children and young adults. Rachel Stedman won the Best First Book Award for her debut novel, A Necklace of Souls. She joins us to talk about the book and being a writer in Dunedin. Good evening and congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell us about your book.
The book's called A Necklace of Souls, and it's a young adult fantasy, and it's about a 16-year-old girl called Dana and her friend Will, and how they have to make choices to save their family.
Oh. When did you start writing it?
About 5 years ago.
And so
7 years ago.
How long did it take to write
About
them?
5
Wow.
years, yeah.
So what did you do before becoming an author?
Oh, well, I still work. I have lots of hats. I'm a physio by background, and I'm a mum, and I work as a contract manager and a procurement specialist. Yeah.
So you wouldn't have had a whole lot of time to write the novel?
No, time is always an issue. Yeah.
Why did you start writing?
I wanted to read the story. I had a dream, which is a bit of a cliche, but I had a dream of this girl fighting in a forest, and I was really interested in her story, so I decided to write it.
So you could read it?
Yes.
Now, what do you think young adults like to read?
I think they like to read fun, exciting stories about people their own age who are overcoming problems in their own life, just like adults like to read books that are very similar. Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
They like to read about their peer group as well. Yeah, I can imagine my kids listening to this and telling me what to say. They like books that are interesting and entertaining about people they can relate to.
What is your next book project?
Oh, it's called Inner Fire. It's a world exclusive. It's called Inner Fire, and I'm just editing it now, and it's set in London about a girl from New Zealand who has a genetic condition.
Oh, wonderful. Now, how long did this one take you to write?
6 months.
Oh, a lot quicker.
A lot quicker, yes.
Is Dunedin a supportive place to live as an author?
Yeah, it's a great place to live as a writer. Yes, there's lots of other very, very good writers, and I was coming back in the plane back from Auckland yesterday and sat next to an author.
Oh,
so
wonderful.
How often would that happen? Yeah.
Does the city's landscape or the people here inspire your work?
Yes, yeah. One scene in my book, in A Necklace of Souls, is set actually on Sandfly Bay. I've changed it a little bit, but yeah, no, the peninsula particularly. Yeah.
What are some of the challenges that you've found being an author?
Time, as you've already said, and obviously, you don't make a lot of money from writing, especially for your first books. So always having to work as well as writing is quite tricky as well. Yeah.
Any plans to perhaps ditch a couple of your other jobs and take up writing full time?
Not just yet. Not just yet, my boss.
Any advice for budding authors?
Think very carefully about doing it, and join writers' groups, and I think read a lot, yeah, and just love what you do.
Rachel Stedman, budding author, thank you very much for your time, and congratulations once again.
Thank you.